So guys, Rufai has dared Asari Dokubo. Asari Dokubo threatened Donald Trump after Trump said he was coming to strike terror groups in Nigeria. And now that the airstrikes from US has struck Nigeria, Rufai is reminded Asari Dokubo of what he said. See how Rufai tweeted, okay, Asari threatened reprisal against America. Now, see what Asari Dokubo has finally come out to say. I'm going to let you watch the videos. Here it says, the US Army strike in Sokoto did not harm any bandits. They only dropped bombs in an open field, endangering the lives of innocent people. What they actually sent to Sokoto State were drones. This is very shameful, and I don't believe this lie at all. I challenge anyone in Nigeria to show me even one terrorist they killed. Do you think I'm afraid of President Donald Trump? America cannot send troops into a sovereign nation like Nigeria. They can only collaborate with Nigerian troops. Now, let me allow you to take a look at the before and the after video of Asari Dokubo alongside other videos that I've got for you in this video. Just take your time and watch them and let me know your honest reaction in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification. I'll take a look.
Come. Let Trump come with his America, and with you people, you all die. This lunatic. He wants to annex Canada. He wants Iceland. He wants to kill the president of Venezuela. He wants to kill the supreme leader of Iran. He wants to finish up Yemen. This sick lunatic. And that's why when they talk about America is a sick country. A country of mad people. Insane people. And that's why they can elect a mad, insane idiot. My house, I'm inside my house. And it's so shameful and laughable. Did you see, I saw the news on Arise. Innocent people's villages, they created craters, small leveling place, no life lost, nothing happened. There was nobody was harmed. There was no bandits in the vicinity where this bomb landed. Innocent civilians. It's so disgraceful and so shameful. So disgraceful and shameful. And what's happening in Lagos? Whether some of the drones, they said it comatose missile, which is a lie. What went to Sokoto, which the ordinary people in Sokoto had come to say openly were drones. And they did not harm any bandit. They were thrown in open fields where innocent people are. Open field endangering the life of innocent people. So I will not dwell on that because that is not what I came for, but I think it's shameful, and we believe these lies by these people. We believe these lies by these people. I'm a Muslim. I'll continue to be a Muslim, and I'll continue to talk about Islam. I'm proud to be a Muslim. But what I'm talking about is about my people now. If you have any other proof of where the bomb landed and killed one bandit, one terrorist, just one terrorist, come here, I challenge you. Come here and show us the proof that one terrorist or one bandit was killed by a so-called bomb from the United States of America. So I'm not going to waste my time with you because of your so-called precision strike. You want me to show you the precision strike you are talking about on an ordinary field? No. See your precision strike.
Glory be to God, there was no loss of life.
Your precision strike.
There is no any loss of life.
Your precision strike on another field. Look at it. Precision strike.
So you can see there is no any loss of life. It is just fire. Look.
Precision strike. Oh, precision. Look at their precision strike. If they see your precision strike,
around 10:45. There is no any loss of life, no any loss of property. You can see by your naked eyes also, you can see there is no any loss of life.
this is authentic news from the supporters of Donald Trump. Arise News. So I challenge you now.
But you see, when they say we don't negotiate with terror, that word, I don't know where they got it from. It's not in the Bible. It's not in the Quran. In fact, it's not even in practice. Everybody's negotiating with bandits. America had an office where they were negotiating in Taliban in Qatar. Everybody's negotiating with outlaws, non-state actors. Everybody. So where do they get that knowledge from? We negotiate for peace and our strategic interests. If negotiation will bring stoppage of bloodshed, we do it.
Some critics argue that your actions, the way you engage with these bandit groups, seem to legitimize their operations, and also it undermines the state authority. How do you respond to accusations that you empower them to carry out these attacks, kidnappings, and violence that we see across board?
Anybody who thinks that way, because he doesn't know the intricacies and what we go through, and he doesn't even know that I go there with the authorities. I don't go there alone, and I go there with the press.
You've never gone there alone?
I've never been there alone, never.
When was the last time you had these meetings with them?
No, it was just in 2021. That's when I did a marathon trying to see if I can get as much as possible to get them together. But unfortunately, the government of that day is not keen about what we are doing. I mean, the federal government. The states we are keen. The federal government was not keen. So they declared them terrorists. And since they are declared terrorists, we said, okay, we have disengaged completely from every contact with them.
But this quote, among several others, quite popular and controversial, attributed to you, I'd like to read that to you. You said, and I quote, "Kidnapping children from school is a lesser evil because in the end, you can negotiate, and now bandits are very careful about human lives." Do you still stand by this quote?
I think part of it is correct and part of it is wrong. Saying that kidnapping children is a lesser evil than killing soldiers definitely is lesser. Killing is worse than, but they are all evil. It's just a lesser evil. Not all evils are of the same parallel. So it's a lesser evil than, like what happened in Kebbi. They abducted children and they were released. They didn't kill them.
In Niger State, over 230 of those school children that were kidnapped are said to be, by the school authorities, are said to be in the nursery and primary school classes. Some children as young as 6 were kidnapped, and they're currently still in the hands of the bandits in harrowing conditions. What do you say to the parents of these children?
It's an evil, and we pray that they escape.
You pray that they escape?
Yes.
You were a captain in the Nigerian army, and also you've had dealings with the bandits. Do you think that we are moving in the step in the right direction to be able to stop this, or do you still see some gaps?
No, you see, we need a robust army, a military strong, and it's holding the nation now. There's nothing holding this nation without the military. That's good. It should be equipped, it should be trained, it should be there and ready. But even the military is saying our role in this civil unrest, in this criminality, is 95% kinetic. The rest is the government, the politics, the locals. The military cannot do everything. So we should not tax our military for more than what they can do.
So our military cannot win this war against them?
Where a military won guerrillas? Nowhere.
The last time you went into the forest to negotiate, to speak with the bandits, was in 2021, in 2025, and it seems like this issue has taken a turn for the worst. How would you rate
no, I wouldn't say a turn for the worst. The death we had in before our intervention and before we bring this to light are worse. Villages were killed, ransacked, But now you hardly hear a village ransacked.
On the contrary, we've seen the activities of the bandits group spread across the northwest and even the southwest.
The sporadic attack. Nowhere can say you have 100% security, especially when you are coming out from a very serious situation like Nigeria.
So what do they want? They're fighting an existential war. So what do they want to be able to
Exist?
And what does this look like? What would this look like?
Their life immemorial lives on cattle rearing. He doesn't like anything except his cattle to be multiplying. So he knows where to graze his cattle, to take care of his cattle. That is his life. In fact, they inherit it. They will tell you, this cow I inherited from my grandfather.
And so you believe, from what you said, you believe that the bandits are mostly Fulanis? You believe that the bandits
mostly the bandits, not the Boko Haram. They are mostly Fulani herdsmen, not the Fulani town. Because you have to differentiate between the two.
A lot of Nigerians have been crying that Trump only sent bomb to an empty space, that the bomb no touch any bandit, he no touch any T group, saying just waste the bomb and all of that. Even Asari Dokubo don't they cry since because of this bomb where they send. Many APC supporters don't they cry since. Gumi don't they cry since. Now the truth of the matter is, if this bomb no touch any T group or bandits whatsoever, one on account they cry. It good make person get brain, no. It good make person get wisdom. Now, whether you like it or not, or whether bomb touched somebody or did not touch somebody and all of that, what Trump did is bigger than the whole of Nigeria. You know, most of una the reason for una news, that is why una no get sense. Wetin Trump do was a strong warning to the people where they support T group, bandit, where they support the pine of Christian. A strong warning to them. Those people where they support T group, and message to T group that my eyes is on you people. I know na headquarter. That bomb was sent, I just warning to you. For those of you Nigerians we no get sense, make I quickly open our brain to something where Trump do. Won't I no understand. Trump did not strike Sabisa Forest. Trump did not strike Yobe. Trump did not strike Zamfara. He did not strike Benue State. He did not strike Plateau State, the hideout of this T group. Una know the one that say why this guy no strike all these places where we say the thing they really deal with people. But where did Trump strike? He strike the heart of the caliphate and the center of Islamic jihadists on Christmas Day. If you want really destroy something, you cut it from the root. If you want to get rid of a tree, you cut it from the root. Everything one at the see so. Trump understand. He struck the headquarter of where they dispatch those problems to every region. A lot of no. Now just if you say, oh, Trump strike this one. No. Did you ask yourself that why do Trump did not strike these places that they were unaliving people? Why is it the caliphate, the center region of jihadists, place where they start their jihadist agenda from, where they claim from outside land, where they turn out to their own? It's that place. Why is it that place that Donald Trump strike? Una think say Donald Trump no get sense. Make una they cry they go, making they do your own work. Donald Trump don't talk too much. He show workings. You guys continue talking because we Nigerians we like talking more than action. But American, they do more than talking. Anyway, share your thought on the comment section responsibly, and for those that love to cry responsibly on the comment section. Thank you.
Nigerians, let's not over concentrate on Sheikh Gumi and forget the bigger focus. See, I think there's a problem at hand, and Sheikh Gumi is only a symptom of the major problem. If there's anybody in recent time that have taken our time to study who Sheikh Gumi, his ideology, his interest, who he is, I know for a fact, for example, he was born on the 1st of October 1960, and that's a significant day to Nigeria. Sheikh Gumi took over. His first son of his own father is also Sheikh Abubakar Mahmoud Gumi, and today he has taken over the role of the central mosque in Kaduna that tomorrow that Sheikh Gumi presides over. Sheikh Gumi is a certified medical doctor who joined the Nigerian army, resigned voluntarily as a captain, and went on to study Islamic jurisprudence from Saudi Arabia. And if you go deep what Islamic jurisprudence is the study of Sharia, that is divine Islamic law, which of course is obtained from both the Quran, the literal word of God, and then the Sunnah, which is the words and actions of Prophet Muhammad. Sheikh Gumi, tomorrow, said one of his interests is to build a school for banditry, for bandits, so to speak, and rehabilitate them. So if you've taken out time, and then if you go deep into what the Islamic jurisprudence are probably called fiqh in Arabic, you will see that it has about 4 different applications, and one of them is punishment. And it's quite deeper than it is on surface level. And I don't want to go into all of that, but there's so much. So there is some form of radicalization that is happening, and unfortunately we are concentrated because our government and the way these people work, they are very shallow in thinking, or deceptive or deflective in thinking. They can just tell you now that they have arrested Sheikh Gumi, and we think that the problem has been solved. We have a bigger problem, and there is a radicalization going on in the north of Nigeria from the top to the bottom, and it's deliberate. I can tell you, if you read what Islamic jurisprudence, if you read the totality of the program, you understand that there's a bit of anger or disdain against commercialization. They want a dominant Sharia system in the whole of that environment, and Sheikh Gumi is an advocate. So what you are seeing now, the banditry and all of the things you are seeing now, is a push for negotiation. And part of the things that we may have to accept is that there will be Sharia dominance, because a few states in the north of Nigeria seems to be resistance of this particular law. And people like Sheikh Gumi are not happy about that. And I say that without apology. So that is why I see that a lot of the northern leaders are quiet, because it is a focus, it is an interest, it is a goal, it is an overwhelming understanding that they have. And so if we say Sheikh Gumi is the problem, our analog thinking leaders can just take up Sheikh Gumi off, and then we say, no, there is a problem. And that problem must be solved holistically. I want to beg us, why we want to deal with the Sheikh Gumi effect, Sheikh Gumi is just a symptom of the problem. There are many other Sheikh Gumi. Sheikh Gumi took over from his father and he's taking it up. Do you know what it means for a certified trained medical doctor? Sorry for the tautology, but I had to do that to tell you how much. Trained medical doctor got to the army, resigned voluntarily from the when he got to the rank of captain, and then moved on. As I talk to you now, Sheikh Gumi has got a son who is in the Nigerian Army, top-ranking army officer, has got children, he has got disciples, he's got apostles. Sheikh Gumi is not acting alone. Sheikh Gumi is not working alone. You see all of the backings and cover is having. Sheikh Gumi is highly connected. Sheikh Gumi is highly connected. See, these are said our public knowledge. I've also been privy to a couple of information of meetings about radicalization meetings, events, conferences that Sheikh Gumi has attended. Sheikh Gumi is a symptom of the problem. Taken out, because that's how that's his name, Yusuf Mohammed, the defunct leader of the Boko Haram, was extrajudiciously taken out years ago. But has he ended Boko Haram? No. The ideology is what we must tackle. So let's not concentrate on the symptom and leave the bigger problem. The bigger problem is that we have a problem. There is so much of cleansing going on. There is ethno-religious cleansing going on in the north. And this is what has now metamorphosed or snowballed into what we call genocide. But some persons are not happy that some ethnic group or some religion is rejecting or resisting Sharia law across board. And this is the major problem. If this is not an Islamic state, then Sharia law has no business in our system. That is the bigger problem. And that's why when we call on Christians to speak, we are not calling on Christians for any form of clout chasing. A few persons in this country want to make Sharia law a dominant law in some part of this country. And this country is not an Islamic state, and it should not stand for any reason. Sheikh Gumi is a symptom of a problem. Sheikh Gumi is a symptom of the problem. Let us tackle the problem. The National Assembly needs to stand up and defend the constitution of this country. The constitution of this country doesn't represent any religion. It is...
And you've been very vocal about opposing, about the U.S. invading Nigeria militarily. You've been opposing this move. Why are you firmly, convinced that the U.S. should not interfere?
It is not the job of the U.S. to interfere in protecting Nigerians. And where they interfere, it should be Nigeria who say we want partnership, not the other way around. In this case, it was the U.S. who first announced that they felt that there's Christian genocide happening in Nigeria, and then gave Nigeria an ultimatum. There is no country worth its salt in the world, including Palau or Suriname, where a president of another country just wake up in the morning and say, hey, we give you an ultimatum. If you don't wear your pants properly, we're going to bomb your country. There's no country worth itself. And this is an African country that has the highest population of black people. And I have always felt that, going by the way President Donald Trump is running his own country, his foreign policy agenda, his decision to even defund support for programs in countries where there are predominantly black people, his own ban on visas for Nigerians. You cannot tell me that you love a country where Christians are being killed, instead of granting them refugee status, which they may or may not need. You ban them from entering your country. You want to convince me you love that country? No. So I'm generally opposed to any kind of colonial or neo-colonial agenda on the continent of Africa and my country, Nigeria. And I think and I believe that it's weak leadership that's brought this upon us. If we had the right leaders in place, there's no way the U.S. government will wake up one day and just say, let's go and bomb Nigeria, or let's give the Nigerian leadership an ultimatum. Because you can't do that to the U.S. Nigeria is not the only country designated as a country of particular concern. China is designated as a country of particular concern on religious freedom. But I can bet my last dime on it that nobody's going to wake up in the U.S. State Department and say we are bombing China. It's impossible, because the balance of power is in favor of the two countries. So this is a sign of our weakness, and the fact that we remain a third world country. And it's always been my position that Nigeria should actually step up and be one of those who decide the fate of humanity, as opposed to being at the receiving end of every kind of decision, including even our neighbors, closing our airspaces, airspaces above us. All those military bases that stayed in Niger, in Mali, and the Sahel region. This is do what they like with Nigeria because of weak leadership. Imagine what Burkina Faso did to the Nigerian Air Force, seizing and detaining some of Nigeria's so-called finance officers who had landed because they had an emergency. It took 2 weeks. All that is as a result of weakness of Nigerian leadership. Now, I don't have a problem with those who want to help with solving our terrorism problem. I don't have a problem with that. I hate terrorists and or whomever is designated in that direction, but I have a problem with bullying a country of 220 million people and just issuing directives to them as if we're a high school located somewhere in Idaho. I don't even think you can do that to a high school principal in the U.S. where you just tell them, oh, we're coming to your school next week to bomb you if your students come late to class. So I'm just using that analogy to tell how degrading it is. So for me, it's about the integrity and dignity of the African man and the continent. That's why my opposition to it is very vehement.
And
Southwesterners, Yoruba people, come outside. Come outside. Come outside. Come outside. Why is it that certain states in the Southwest look like they are the way that lead to hell? Osun State is number 1. Osun roads literally look like the way that leads to hellfire. Those roads are horrible. They are dark. They are dark. It's a shithole to be, because I mean, let's just say it the way it is. Those roads are bad. Those roads are terrible. Considering how the governor got into power, those roads are terrible. They are actually terrible. I mean, who focuses only on the capital of the city? What about the roads that lead to that capital? How can you be coming from, immediately you are leaving Ibadan? It's like the two governors are deciding that, oh, this is not my own job to do. This is not my, I don't even care if it's the federal government, but it is your states. Let's talk about these things. Your roads are so damn horrible. And they are dark. Why won't people be seeing all those bandits in those roads? They are terrible. It would be easy for kidnappers. The governors literally make life hard for their citizens. Because you want insecurity to stop, but infrastructure is terrible. How now? How? There's no lights. How can people see? The roads are bad. How can people drive? These things need to be talked about, and it's enough that we literally hide and not talk about these things. Let's be talking about it instead of fighting.
What we see is that instead of the government to either hide their head in shame and realize how disgraceful this is, that you are a country, you cannot protect your citizens, you are watching Christian genocide, the genocide of Muslims and other people going on in your country, and a faraway nation, United States, haven't seen the carnage, haven't heard from people like us and other people from Nigeria in America saying, help us stop the Christian genocide in Nigeria. The United States, out of empathy and international responsibility, has moved to stop the Christian genocide in Nigeria. And on Christmas Day, Santa Claus Trump came with a package for the terrorists, saying enough is enough. Enough is enough. So we want to thank President Trump. I want to thank the United States military and all the service members, AFRICOM, that has gone ahead to do what the Nigerian state refused to do, which is bomb the hell out of these terrorist camps. You already know. They go about as though they are, in fact, there are allegations that they are part of the government of Nigeria. That when they want to do something, information's leak. The Nigerian government says its hands are tied. But the US government yesterday did something that we expected the Nigerian government to do months or years ago, which is bomb the hell out of the terrorists terrorizing your people.
Cross-variance. Is it that there are no billionaires that are not related to politics? Billionaires that don't involve themselves into politics. We don't have them in Cross River because if you check Igbo land, in Enugu, in Ebonyi, in Abia State, in Anambra, and other states, you will see that there are billionaires that come outside to distribute some certain resources or facilities or accessories to their citizens. You can never see billionaires in Cross River that will just go to the market, buy so many things to come and share to citizens. In fact, why am I doing this video? We still have a long way to go in Cross River if we don't have philanthropist billionaires that care for the needy, that will just come buy things and distribute. You don't understand, because I have not seen any. If you have anyone that you have seen, please let me know, because me, I have not seen. You don't understand. Today being the 25th of December 2025, I am making this video that if you know of any billionaire philanthropist in Cross River, where they always do this thing like other Igbo people, they share rice, share beans, share keke napep, share okada, share even cars, share other things, valuables to citizens or to their community people or their village people. Please, if you have those kind of billionaires in Cross River, let us know in the comment section, because I never see anyone, especially for my own Yala local government, I never see say you go this festive period like this, or maybe any period like this, the billionaire go just start to distribute valuables to citizens or their village or community people. In Cross River, we don't have them. Is it only politicians that are stealing our money that are coming in return to do those things to some certain village people or to certain community people or citizens or their constituents? If we don't have it, we still have a long way to go. And I beg, make una help me so that make I become that person where go where go be billionaire philanthropists, where go helping people. You get that point now.
I just saw Sheikh Gumi's video talking about the bombing in Nigeria, where he was blaming the United States of being angry that because they supported Biafra and Biafra had lost, they've had a grudge, and now they're unleashing their grudge. I just want to say this, right? The Hausa people, Arewa, young Arewa, Northerners, Sheikh Gumi is going to be the downfall of West Africa. And Hausas, we are going to be blamed for this. We are going to take the blame for this, rightfully so, because we are watching this man ruin our country. We are watching this man be the face and the lord and protector of bandits who are coming. Like, we know who this man is. We know everything, but we're not willing to do anything about it. We're all just keeping quiet. Like, this is insane. Nigerians, absolutely, of all people on this planet, if there's any group that deserves to be enslaved, it is Nigerians. Because, okay, the tax thing, I'll make another video about that, but our complacency has shown that we are born and bred for servitude. We Nigerians are born and bred to serve. That's what we are. We live to serve other people. Sheikh Gumi has to go. But the thing is, you have educated, and I know for a fact there are going to be educated Nigerians right now, Arewa Northerners, that are going to be arguing in favor of this man. Oh, they believe what he's doing is wrong, but they believe any drastic measure is extreme because they still have this sense of kinship. Oh, like, this man doesn't give a fuck about any one of you. And the thing in Arewa, right? Every last one of you. See, I remember being in Nigeria when they had the whole informatics craze. When Malaysia, Singapore came for all Nigerians. I remember back then, every single family that I know in Nigeria, every northern family had at least one family member that went off to Malaysia. You all went to Malaysia. You saw how Malaysia was. You saw that Malaysia has more Muslims than Nigeria does. It is a fully fucking Islamic country where almost everybody's walking around in hijab. And you saw how fucking clean that town is, that country is. You saw how fucking advanced they are. A Muslim country, a country that is more into Islam than you are, you see how advanced they are. And then you come back to Nigeria and you see 2 million kids on the streets begging, and then you will still argue for that system to be in place. You will go to Hajj, you will go to Saudi, you will go to Dubai. You won't find any fucking Al-Majri on the street. You won't find any fucking imam in a masjid talking about, oh, we need to turn this into an Islamic caliphate. We need to do this. In their own Islamic countries, you don't see any one of them doing that. You will come back to Nigeria and then fucking defend these people doing this shit. The end goal is not us. That's the annoying part about all of this. The end goal is not Nigeria. Nigeria is just a means to an end. The end goal is the Sahel states. Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger. This is the soft bombing now. They've started little. Eventually, they will make their way to Mali, Niger. And the whole point of this thing, the whole point has been to break up the Sahel alliance. And we have a fucking imam in Nigeria, a useless man, paid by the United States government and the Western allies. Paid. I put my life on this. I have no proof, but I swear to God, I believe this with every fiber of my being. Paid by them to create. See, the difference between this guy, Gumi, and Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu stood for something. He stood for Biafra. What does Gumi stand for? I've never been so embarrassed, so ashamed to be Nigerian in my life like right now. We're finally showing our ass to the whole world. My Facebook page right now, I kid you not, let me show you one. I took a screenshot of just one random one. My Facebook page is full of posts like this. I don't know. I'm sitting there wondering, how did I, how? And I'm checking, he's actually, I gotta start deleting all my friends. I don't even know why I added friends on Facebook, but I'm checking his, like, is a Facebook friend, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you've heard me speak. You've heard my videos. What the fuck is, why are you still connected to, why are you still, they're thanking Trump for this. They're thanking Trump for this. Nigerians have shown their asses to the whole world. This is not about Nigeria. It has never been about Nigeria. It has always been about re-enslaving Africa. We start, Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger are doing what America and the West considers the most dangerous thing that black people have ever done in our history. Uniting. And they have to fuck it up. And Nigeria is...
So guys, still on the terror guys terrorizing Nigeria. Now, this person here said a terrorist that must be declared wanted, dead or alive. That is Sheikh Gumi. Now, let's see how Nigerians have been reacting. So guys, there are so many pathetic stories coming up, you know. You can imagine the fact that the Northerners went as far as Mali to hire mercenaries, Lukarawa, to come help them fight banditry. That tells you that there is failure of government somewhere. People are still yet trying to come to terms as to how did that happen in Nigeria. Now, the northern leaders will not say they are not aware. They will not say they don't know about it. But see, they will be quiet. They will be silent. It's only when Trump wants to act, they will tell you that Nigeria is a sovereign nation. People are beginning to wonder if the North actually believes in Nigeria. Does the North really believes in Nigeria? The Sharia law is above the Constitution. Now, the military is ignored. If they have challenge, they go to other higher terrorist organizations to come and help them. This country can no longer be together. I mean, at this point, Nigeria can no longer be together. I just mean it. From what we are seeing now, I think Nigerians should just be talking about, you know, dividing this country. Dividing this country, because what we are seeing is unbelievable. Now, this person is saying that Sheikh Gumi should be arrested, should be declared wanted, dead or alive. This person says absolutely. The way he talks as if he is presiding over Nigeria, it's unbecoming. And this person says he does that because he is setting the governors that he is setting the governor the day he has a sympathy for the Islamic, but the music is changing. It's like Gumi is the president of Nigeria, while Tinubu is reporting to him, because I still don't understand why they never get him arrested. Nigerians, you may not understand the kind of covenant these people enter before they give you presidency. The Nigeria is in the hands of the Fulanis, whether you like it or not. I mean, there are things that you dare not try it if you are from any other part of this country. But if a northerner, which those of them in power are majority Fulanis, they go beyond. See, they came into Nigeria, they've installed Fulanis everywhere. Call it the emir, call it the governors, the chairmen, everywhere. There is no place where an Hausa man has a voice. The Fulanis have taken over. And now they decide what to do and what not to. Now this one says, it's like Gumi is the president of Nigeria while reporting to Tinubu, because I still don't understand why they never get him arrested. This person says, arrest Gumi now, arrest Gumi now. This is like a hashtag. And this is that person says, Trump may negotiate with him since he knows everywhere, everyone has a price. They will, that's why you want near to hand in this, since he sends him to meet his virgin, since he knows he will become more of a problem later on if bought. I have a feeling he's lobbying Pakistan and Turkey to take revenge on America. This one says, this man still roams God's green earth, a free man. And this person here said, his bravado is defending terrorists, defending his bravado in defending terrorists, and is so reprehensible. And this person here says, look, you want to declare the real president wanted. Low. I don't understand Nigeria again. He is the Izala movement member, just as his father, and his son is doing press up for him too. He's working freely, even with the government agents escort. Funny country. This man resemblance to Osama bin Laden too close. So Nigerians are just wondering why, upon everything Sheikh Gumi is doing, his boldness, his audacity, he comes out, he speaks the unspeakable, and still nobody sees anything wrong about it, you know. Nobody sees anything wrong about it. The U.S. Congress speaking about Nigeria poor judiciary and lack of rule of law. That one we know about that one, you know, when it comes to Nigeria and the rule of law. Now, this guy is another Buala Dane. He has been going to all kinds of media houses, you know, trying to paint the you know what. He has been going to all. You should go and ask Buala Dane how market. After Buala Dane joined all these media houses, he sold himself for nothing. I joined the TROT World, Turkey State broadcaster, to discuss the Trump's airstrike. I argued that there is a misalignment between the statements of America and Nigerian government, suggesting that Nigeria was reluctant to consent to the strikes as they were carried out, or was dissatisfied with the Trump's administration messaging in after. Okay, that Nigeria was reluctant to consent to the strikes. As okay, you argued, that's your argument. I argued that there is a misalignment between the statements of America and Nigerian government, suggesting that Nigeria was reluctant to consent to the airstrikes as they were carried out, or was dissatisfied with the Trump's administration's messaging in thereafter. So this guy has been going to different media houses like Buala Dane, try to portray the American strikes to have been the wrong move by the US. But I tell you, he's not helping himself, because at the end of the day, he's going to end up like, you know, like Buala Dane. This person, if Sharia worked, he would have lost an arm. He's a thief. He is the first, okay, Abubakar Malami News. He is the first minister in the entire country to implement local government legislation and judiciary. Okay, these people already have a Twitter channel to promote him, but this person is saying if Nigeria was a working country, that by now, that you know, Abubakar Malami's hand would have been cut off because of him being accused to have stolen money from the federal government. So guys, when it comes to stealing, Nigerian politicians are not victims, you know, but if it's an ordinary citizen, that is when they will come out to start talking. Anyway, I will end here. Let me know your thoughts on all this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.